Warm welcome, dear students. Yes, once again I'm here with English subject. Children, first tell me, do anybody have pet at home? Wow, yes, and I'm sure you must be taking care and loving your pets too. So today I'm here with a very interesting poem. I love Little Pussy and I'm sure you all will like it. So let's recite the poem. I love Little Pussy, her coat is so warm, and if I don't hurt her, she will do me no harm. So I'll not pull her tail nor drive her away, but Pussy and I very gently will play. I'll sit by the fire and give her some food, and Pussy will love me as I'm gentle and good. I love my little Pussy very much. So children, this is how you have to recite this poem. Now first of all we will do reading of this poem. Then we will see what the poet wants to tell us through this poem. Children, do you know what do you mean by poet? Yes, the person who writes poem. So let's start with first stanza. Now stanza means one of the part into which poem is divided. Let's start. I love Little Pussy. I love Little Pussy. Her coat is so warm, and if I don't hurt her, she will do me no harm. So I will not pull her tail nor drive her away, but Pussy and I very gently will play. I'll sit by the fire and give her some food, and Pussy will love me as I'm gentle and good. I love my little Pussy very much. Very good, students. So children, in this manner you have to do reading. So this poem is about a little girl and her pet cat. She says that I love Little Pussy. Her coat is so warm. The girl is saying that she loves her little pet Pussy and her coat is so warm. That means the cat's fur is so warm, and if I don't hurt her, she will do me no harm. So the girl is saying, if I will not trouble the cat, she will not trouble me or she will not hurt me. Now look at second stanza. So I will not pull her tail nor drive her away. The little girl says that she will neither pull Pussy's tail nor behave in any way that will force Pussy to leave. But Pussy and I very gently will play. So now they will play together. So children, we should always love our pets, never hurt them or trouble them. Now let's see third stanza. I will sit by the fire and give her some food. Here the little girl says that she will sit by the fire to get the body warm of her as well as of her cat, and she will give some food to the cat. And Pussy will love me as I am gentle and good. And now definitely the little Pussy will love her as she is gentle and good. And also she is taking good care of her pet cat. I love my little Pussy very much. The little girl loves her pussycat very much. So children, what we have learned today, that always take care of your pets. So we should never trouble any pets. We should take care of them. So I hope you have understood this poem. Students, you have to learn this poem and by heart it. So with this we have completed this poem. We will meet in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye. Take care. Love you all, students. A very good morning to all my dear children. Hello children, How are you all today? I hope you are enjoying and learning new things every day. So children, tell me one thing. How many times a day you are using magic words and phrases like thank you, sorry, excuse me, welcome, etc.? I guess most of the time, right? So, how does it make you feel? Great, right? And how other people reply to you? Yes, in the same manner. So today I am here with a new topic, that is lesson 1.7 Let's Speak. Student, in this lesson we will see the conversation of children with their parents, friends and many other people. So let's start. Lesson 1.7 Let's Speak. Listen, repeat and enact. Children, you have to listen, repeat and enact. Enact means you have to do the acting as if you are Ashwini. Here you can see in this picture, it is a picture of a mother and a daughter Ashwini. Ashwini says, "May I go out to play I?" It means Ashwini is asking her mother that can I go out to play I? Here I is a Marathi word. You know children, in Marathi we call mother as a I. Then I says, yes you may. So her mother is allowing her to play. Moving further students, now Ashwini is talking to her father. Ashwini says, Baba, I want to eat a piece of cake. May I? So, Ashwini is asking to her father that, Baba, I want to eat a piece of cake. She wish to eat a piece of cake. Okay. Now let us see what Baba says. Yes, you may, but after dinner and then brush your teeth. So, Baba allows Ashwini, yes, you can have cake, but only after the dinner. And when you have your cake, you have to brush your teeth. Now Ashwini says, okay Baba. Now Mohini, you can see here, this is a zoo and this is a ticket counter. Okay, now let's see what Mohini asks. May I have 2 tickets please? Ticket seller, yes, you may. Here they are. So, Mohini is asking ticket seller that, may I have 2 tickets? Then ticket seller gives ticket to Mohini. Now here, there are 2 students, they are talking with each other. Tina, may I borrow your pencil? Reena, yes, sure. Here it is. Tina, thank you, Reena. So, Tina is asking Reena, can you give me your pencil or may I borrow your pencil? Then Reena is happily giving the pencil to Tina. And in return, Tina says, thank you. Now, Sham says, may I pluck those flowers? He is asking this question to the gardener. Gardener says, sorry, you may not. So gardener is not allowing Sham to pluck the flowers. So I hope you have understood this lesson. Children, you can form a pair with your parents to read this lesson. Students, without fail you have to do speaking practice with your family members, as speaking is a true test. The more you speak, the better you pick up. So, practice it daily. Thank you so much students. We will meet in the next lecture. Goodbye. Take care.
Good morning children. How are you all? Hope you are taking care of yourself. A very warm welcome to all my students. Children, let's read something because it's reading time and I'm sure You're all going to enjoy it. Have you seen a classroom? Yes, you have seen it, your classroom in your first standard. Can you see a classroom in your house? No. In a market? No. In a garden? No. So, where can you see a classroom? Yes, you are right. We can see the classroom in our school. Our school's name is Gurukul English Medium School. Children, there are many classrooms in our school, and your classroom is one of them. Before starting, let's see a picture. Yes, it's a classroom. Isn't it beautiful? So, what can you see in this picture? Yes, a blackboard, benches, desks, chair, chalk, and many more things. So, children, while reading this lesson, there will be an interesting part. There will be pictures of things which we have observed in the classroom. So, children, take your Bal Bharati English textbook, page number 14, lesson number 1.8, reading time. This is my classroom. There is a big blackboard on the wall. Our teacher writes on it with a chalk. The teacher has a table to keep her books on. She also has a chair to sit on. She is busy the whole day. We have benches to sit on and desks to keep our books on. Our classroom has a door and 2 windows. There are many charts on the wall. The charts display children's work on various topics. Our teacher also shows us short films, songs, and stories with the help of the projector. It is fun to watch the films. There is a cupboard near the wall. We keep our material there. There is a dustbin in the corner. We keep our classroom clean. So children, do you love your classroom? Yes, we love our classroom. Lesson number 1.8, reading time. This is my classroom. There is a big board on the wall. Our teacher writes on it with a chalk. The teacher has a table to keep her books on. She also has a chair to sit on. She is busy the whole day. We have benches to sit on and desks to keep our books on. Our classroom has a door and 2 windows. There are many charts on the walls. The charts display children's work on various topics. Our teacher also shows us short films, songs, and stories with the help of the projector. It is fun to watch the films. There is a cupboard near the wall. we keep our material there. There is a dustbin in the corner. We keep our classroom clean. So children, you can see we are reading about our classroom. So the child is introducing his classroom. He shows his classroom. He tells that there is a big blackboard on the wall, and the teacher writes with the help of the chalk on the blackboard. The teacher has a table on which she keeps her books. She also has a chair to sit. The child says that the teacher is busy. The child says they have benches to sit and a desk where they can keep their books. The child tells that there is one door and two windows in the classroom. You must have seen many charts in your classroom. Children, prepare many charts which the teacher display on the wall. The child says there is a projector in the classroom. The teacher shows different films, songs, stories in the projector. So, all children love to see the films. We can see a cupboard near the wall. We keep our things there. The child says there is a dustbin where they throw the waste material. The child says we keep our classroom clean. So children, you should also keep your classroom clean. So, have you understood the lesson? So children, practice it by reading aloud. Thank you children.
Good morning to my dear students. I welcome you all in today's class. Children, look at these pictures. Are they pretty? Oh, yes, they are. And if you look at them carefully, each and every picture is trying to say something. I feel they are asking us to write about them. What do you say? Yes. So, any guesses, children, what we are going to learn today? Yes, very good. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, that is lesson 1.9, writing skills. Children, in this lesson we will learn how to write a picture composition. But before we move ahead, let us first know what is a picture composition. Picture composition means describing a picture with meaningful sentences. A picture composition is a description of a picture. So students, there are few steps which we have to follow while writing picture composition, and they are: carefully observe the picture, then observe the things you can see, then note down your observation as a points. At last, imagine the scene and try to frame sentences. So children, pictures are always fascinating, and each and every picture has something to tell us about itself. So now let us speak about one picture from your textbook. Oh wow, what a beautiful picture, isn't it children? Yes. Now let us observe the things carefully and jot down few points that you can see in this picture. So what do you see children? Yes, it is a big garden. And what all things you can see? Trees, birds, swing, children, picture drawn by a child, his mother and nest. See, these are some points from the picture. Well student, now we have jotted down all observation, and I am sure we can write few meaningful sentences based on this observation. Students, here is a picture. You have to look at the picture and describe it in your own words. As you can see in this picture, there is a big garden and there are many children playing different games. So, let us describe the picture in meaningful sentences. There is a big garden. Okay, there is a big garden. Many children are playing in the garden. You can see in this picture, some children are playing hide and seek. You can see there are children who are playing hide and seek. Then there are many trees in the garden. So you can see there are many trees in the garden. There are birds sitting on the tree. You can see there are some birds who are sitting on the tree. You can also tell more about this picture that a child has drawn a picture of a tree and he is showing that drawing to his mother. And there is a girl who is swinging, okay, and children who are playing games. So these are some more sentences you can add. So this is a picture composition. Now let us go to next page. Okay, so here they have given you a task to describe the picture. So students, you can see this is a picture of a farm. Okay, in this picture you can see this is a farmer and farmer's wife, farmer's daughter, and there are animals. Okay, and the girl is feeding the goat and the wife is helping the farmer. So let us see how we will describe this picture. Bhaurao is a farmer. He has a small farm. So the name of the farmer is Bhaurao and he has a small farm. So this is Bhaurao and he has a small farm. In his farm, he has an ox and 2 goats. So you can see in this picture that there is an ox and 2 goats. The ox helps him in the farming. The ox is helping Bhaurao in farming. In his family, he has a wife and a daughter. His wife helps him in farming activities. So, we have described this picture in few sentences. You can also add few sentences of your own. Okay, I hope you have understood what is picture composition. So students, we should observe each and everything around us. And remember one thing, imagination is a key to become a successful writer. So students, we will meet in the next lecture. Goodbye. Thank you.